what's your take on the future of voice in healthcare over the couple of years? What will be the relationship between voice, 5G, and AI?
Yeah, it's really fascinating. As you can probably tell, I'm pretty optimistic about this. I think that as the internet gets faster, as more of these devices continue to be adopted, as we said, they're being adopted tremendously quickly. What this is going to mean is that we see decentralized healthcare. It's kind of like what you were touching on, is that each person's home or any location that has this technology is going to be able to basically act like a medical clinic, because you're going to be able to talk to the device, and that's going to provide you with your guidance, your care, your diagnostics, etc. And so now the healthcare system is no longer centralized just in a hospital or doctor's office. It's decentralized among everybody's homes, and it's like there's little mini clinics all around wherever people are. But of course, being able to then tap into the healthcare system when you need it, so you can kind of go that extra layer. So yeah, 5G and all the changes that we're seeing in the internet and just the speed and everything like that, it's just going to be part of that revolution that we see.
And where do you think that voice will have the greatest impact? And what will be the limitations?
Yeah, that's a great question. I personally am really excited about voice having the impact in the home, kind of like what we talked about a little bit. I see a day where, we sort of touched on this a little bit, but where you like wake up in the morning and say you're not feeling well, and you cough, and you talk to your voice assistant, and as we described, it'll start to ask you questions like a doctor would. It'll listen to your voice, and it'll start to make some diagnostic impressions about what could be going on. Maybe it'll say you need some antibiotics, so you just tell your smart speaker, like, okay, get me the antibiotics, and then you get them delivered to your home. Maybe it's Amazon that delivers it to you, whoever it is, right? And it gets dropped off at your home. And then you take the antibiotics, you talk to your smart speaker, it acts like a nurse, it makes sure you're taking all your medications at the right time, it makes sure that you're recovering okay. If there are any problems, it'll alert you to that. And so that's where I think we're gonna see the biggest impact is in the home, because people are gonna be able to go through this healthcare journey, as we talked about at the beginning, through the comfort of their own home, potentially without even leaving their home, and just talking to the technology.
Beautiful. And what is then next for you in the voice technology era?
I just love talking about it, to be honest. What's next for me? As you can see, like I love speaking, I love educating, I love learning about where we're going. So I'm continuing to create podcasts. I'm continuing to provide resources for people to learn more about it. One of the things that I'm really excited about recently is, since COVID started, actually, for the last year, I've been doing a series of monthly online voice events called The Voice Den, where it's sort of done in the spirit of a live reality kind of game show networking event. So it's not like just lectures or anything like that. Far from it. It's not structured at all. But I'm just really excited to sort of bring the community together. I think that the more people are talking about voice, the more it helps to push this industry forward. And that's ultimately what I think is going to impact the most people, is just continuing to be part of it, encouraging people, helping people where I can, answering questions, consulting, and just continuing to drive the industry forward.
I think it's amazing what you are doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for sharing and educating us about this area. I think it's super important, and I think brands really need to start thinking how to use the sound in this to bring us a better healthcare experience.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. As you can tell, I love talking about it, so I really appreciate the opportunity to have the conversation. Thank you for bringing the message. Thank you for helping to kind of get the word out about voice, and it's been a wonderful opportunity.
Well, that's all for today's episode of The Power of Audio, Science and AI. I'm Jasmine Moradi, your host, and thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and support by sharing this content on your social media. This episode is supported by Stockholm Music City.